Hello and welcome to Unexplained Possibilities Podcast. I'm your host, Melvin the Crimson Taurus, and joining me tonight is my co-host, that dealer of mystic goods, Twitch streamer extraordinaire, and artiste plus fashion designer, the third-eyed mystic herself, the ever so lovely Neima.
Hello.
I know you get so annoyed with stop saying all of
It
that, Mel. Just
it actually sounded a lot shorter this time,
Oh, okay. Well, that's because
so it's good.
I didn't add a couple of things, but I wanted to. But for your sake, I didn't do it because I'm nice like that. And of course, I say, "Oh boy, we're gonna have a lot of people tonight." No one showed up. Oh,
Sorry,
I
true.
take it back. Some people popped in. I don't know who popped in, but thank you for popping in.
I
Um,
might be one of those people because I'm watching the chat.
I will take it. And hello, Paranormal Witch. Welcome. Oh, Kelvin, welcome. Thank you guys. Yay. We're not losers. So thank you guys for coming in and hope everyone had a fun Valentine. And if it wasn't fun, well, I hope you were happy in your misery. Hmm. That doesn't sound right, but
Content
whatever.
in your misery.
Um, but hello, Afro Samurai. Welcome. So tonight we're going to be talking a bit about weird love, my favorite type of love. And oh, snap. Well, Kelvin, I hope you get out soon. I hope it's nothing serious. But now I feel bad. Gosh darn it. But I do hope you get out soon. And I hope it's nothing serious. Um,
So I want to put this on the table for next year. I kind of want to do something about like soulmates, karmic ties, and twin flames
done. Okay.
for Valentine's Day. I think that'd be cool.
Okay. You got it. Now, are,
Cool.
are you going to be doing your research and getting your notes together and all
Of course.
that? Mm-hmm.
It's me.
Yeah, okay. We'll see. So mark it, put it on the calendar. So yeah, I enjoy these type of shows because they're a bit more laid back and it's always something odd popping off and popping off or popping up. Popping up to go off. There we go. Ooh, I love that. And tonight we have a couple of good ones. Two repeats. One that I didn't realize was a repeat. So Einstein over here at the helm, but Neima was like, Melvin, I talked about this already. Well, we're talking about it again, darn it. But before we get super into it though, Neima, what do girls want for Valentine's?
I mean, obviously, I can't speak for every girl. I guess it's depending on her love language and if she celebrates Valentine's Day. But I myself like the classic roses, a nice little card, something sentimental.
Okay. So I can dig that. You see, you're easy. That's nice because there's some out there. I was speaking to someone a couple of weeks ago who was planning Valentine's early, and he was like, I can't do simple. It can't be a dinner and a movie or something like that. He had to rent out a limo. That's the first problem. He had to rent out a limo and go to oh my god, what is this place called? It's a sushi place. It's huge in LA. All the stars go there. Um what's the name of it? Like it's pretty much the place you go if you're a celebrity to be seen. And that place is expensive. And I can't think of the name of it. That's going to bug me. Well, no it's not cuz I'm never going to go there. It must be crazy. Like you're if you walk in, you're leaving out spending a few $100s.
So he had to get a limo and take his girl to dinner.
Yep. To no, not just dinner, expensive, exquisite dinner. And after that,
Exquisite show off dinner.
After that, had to go to a show. I'm not sure what show he planned to see. I mean, hey, if you can do it, do it. But and this is where the guy talk comes in. He was like, "Man, if I don't get laid from this, I'm breaking up with this chick." 'Cause
Oh my god. Wow.
that's a lot to do. They've been together for a good while now, so he was semi
So,
joking,
yeah.
but
Oh, okay.
at the same time, he was serious because that's a lot. But yeah, dinner and a movie, flowers, that wasn't gonna cut it.
Yeah. I don't really like going out anymore, so I'd just be like, get me something nice and that's it.
I have rubbed off on you.
Yeah. Mhm.
But yeah, I think I think chocolates and well, if they like chocolate, most women like chocolate. I mean, I am chocolate, so you know how that goes. Uh, Chocolate, flowers, a card, like you said. But I would go a step further, and I would try to make something.
Aw.
Yeah, I would
Yeah,
try
that's
to
cool.
make something, or if need be, I would go to Build a Bear and do something like that. You know, just add
Okay.
that personal touch.
Yeah.
But yeah, eh, maybe next year. Actually, yes, maybe next year. Unless it's a catfish, then not so much next year. So Afro wanted to know how your class is going.
Good. Good. I'm actually a decent student. Yeah.
Decent student. So wait a second. Are you telling me you weren't always a decent student?
I mean, I was. I'm just like, as an adult, I think I'm surprising myself like how good and easy it is. Not easy, but like, I don't know.
You're able to go with the flow. It's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're able to focus, get the job done, get your grade, and get the heck out. Oh, hello, Harley. Welcome. So that's always a plus. So congrats on being a decent student.
Thanks.
Actually, I'm curious. Uh, in high school and all that, were you a decent student?
Yeah, I was actually really good and I took some college classes while I was still in high school.
Oh
So,
snap! No kidding.
mhm.
Um, in high school, I was not a decent student, but it was of no fault to my own. The problem was this: I figured out very young that I don't like school. It's not teaching me anything that would actually help me in life. And so far, I'm still right. I have not used algebra a day in my life. What am I gonna? What's the 1x times b? Like, what is this? I quit on math as soon as I saw letters introduced in it. I was like, no, we're done. Um,
Wow.
so that was maybe fourth or fifth grade. That's when I quit on it. Um, but high school it was not fun for me. I got extremely angry and teacher pretty much said I was an idiot and I think I threw a desk in the
Oh
classroom
my
once.
god.
I flicked off a teacher. Like he's lucky I just flicked him off because I wanted to take his head off. And yeah, it was I did not like school at all. And yeah, when I was out, I was out. It was no going back. And so far, I'm still right. I haven't used the darn thing they taught. You know, teach me how to do taxes. There we go. That's something useful. Teach me how to make money and own a business and get rich, not work for
No
someone.
kidding.
But did you have a high school crush and all that stuff?
Oh yeah.
Now, did you speak to said crush or did you just like, nope?
I had a crush on him my sophomore year, and then I didn't end up dating him until I was already graduated.
Oh, okay. So I had a couple of crushes, but I won't say her name. I'll just say L. L was my first high school crush, and this was when I found out, oh gosh, I have a problem. I get shy and very nervous around pretty girls. And she was doing cheerleading practice or whatever, and they were having a break, and this was when I was playing sports, and the guys, they were like, okay, Melvin, you got to go and talk to her. Like, I don't think I can do this. Oh, you got to do it. You got to talk to her. Like, I don't know, man. I don't feel right. And it's like, dude, you got this. And I'm up against the wall, and I hear drumming. I was like, do you guys hear that? That drumming? What is that? And then it's like, oh, that's my heart. It's just.
Oh, wow.
I was like, this isn't normal. This doesn't. And I was like, no, no, I think I need to leave because I'm going to pass out. And it was like, dude, it's fine. And one of my friends, he put his hand on my chest, and he was like, he got quiet for a moment. Like, hey, this doesn't feel right. Hey, guys, this is. I don't think he should do this. And yeah. And the worst part is the cheerleading coach came out like, what are you guys doing?
Oh, no.
And I just and took off running. I was gone. All you saw was just a dust trail. So yeah,
So you never talked to that girl?
I spoke to her and she was very nice to me, but looking back, I now know it was out of pity. So yeah, it was like,
Hmm.
oh, you're pitiful. You're like a lost puppy dog. I can't take you home with me though, but I'll. There you go, good boy. You know. There was another crush. However, this was about a year later, and this is the one that I'm really upset about because I didn't realize she had a thing for me until a year later after I moved away. And,
Oh, that sucks.
and it hit me one night. I think I was just in bed and I don't know, I was doing some thinking. I was like, she liked me. No! She was hot too. So it is what it is.
Damn.
Yeah. it, it freaking sucks. And hello, Stephanie. Welcome. Okay, so you ready to get into this?
Yes.
Yeah, let's get into. Why do I have this? I don't need these notes. Close. Go away. Ah, I can't close it. Actually, this might be worth money one day because these are all the notes from every single show. Yeah,
Wow.
this is the second notebook.
Impressive.
Yeah, the second notebook. I have another one, but this is about to get filled up.
I guess
Um,
I should be making a notebook too then.
okay, so Tariq and Hadil. Do you know what's up with them?
That was refugee camps, right?
Yes. So, what would you do for love? And hello, Anima. Welcome. What would you do for love? How far would you go, Neema?
I don't know.
Really? You
I've
don't know?
never, I've never experienced that type of love.
So, you guys, because clearly you don't know what we're talking about, there was a couple, a Muslim boy and a Christian girl, who fell in love with one another in a refugee camp in Greece, I think it was. And the fact of the matter is, the girl's family did not want her with a Muslim. And the guy's name is Tariq, and the girl is Hadil. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering that, which is okay. I butcher names all the time. And it was love at first sight. uh, Hadil, they were both Syrian refugees. Now, he was 25, she was 19, and they saw each other and just knew, which is pretty freaking amazing if you ask me. It's like, wow, you're the one. I just know. Um Unfortunately or fortunately, I don't know, depends on how you look at it, Hadil told her family about Tariq. And I mean, this sounds like something out of a mob movie. They literally hunted this guy down in the refugee camp and beat him up and
Hmm.
forbid. How do you say that, Nima?
I would say forbidden.
For No, 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 that's not forbidden. I'll just say
Forbade.
forbade.
Oh, you mean like they forbade it? They
Yeah,
forbade it.
yeah. She was forbidden from speaking to this guy, and her brother would come down and fight Tariq. Like he would just beat him up. Like, you're not gonna do this, no. And because of the scuffle, the Hadil and her family were moved to another refugee camp, and Tariq was ready to pretty much kill himself because she was the only thing he had, that constant that gave him strength and happiness. And it just so happened an American reporter was there and he saw everything unfolding. And he was like, "I'm going to help you out, man. We're going to get you to this girl, to Hadil. I don't know if you'll find her, but here's $100." And Tariq was able to speak to a few other Muslims who were there who helped them out, and they staged a breakout of the refugee camp. And he went on his way and hunted down. Ha, ha, oh gosh, what's her name again? Hadil. And somehow he found her. I don't know how he found her. He doesn't know how he found her, but they found each other again. And they ran away with one another and they got married and they're still married. Isn't that amazing?
Mm, I don't know. I was kind of. Uh,
You're not impressed. Oh no.
I, I'm more impressed by the bum story, of course.
Well, I think it's impressive because, like this guy had to get beat down and was taking the beatings just to be with this girl and then had to hunt her down to be with her and, had to snatch her off and run away. I mean, come on. You got to love that. How can you not? But
Yeah. Uh-huh.
you're like, no, I'm sorry, not impressed. All right, so if somehow you end up in a refugee camp and some Adonis shows up, man, no shot. Like, just go away, man. Be a bum, and then you will get
Perhaps.
somewhere. But do you think love at first sight is a real thing?
Um, I want to say no.
Oh, I hear someone's heart just.
I feel like there's, I don't know, like attraction, but I'm not like love, it just doesn't add up to me.
I I am a believer in love at first sight, but for different reasons.
Okay.
So guys fall in love with their eyes, women fall in love with their ears. At least that's what they say. And every now and then, I do believe, and I'll try. Well, I can't be scientific because I'm not a scientist, but every now and then, I do think we give off some type of energy or magnetism, something where we just connect instantly. That spark is right there. And it doesn't necessarily just mean with couples and relationship or romantic relationships, but friendship as well. And you just hit it off. And it's like, wow, I've known you forever and I need you in my life, you know? So I do think it's something there, but not necessarily our eyes locked and we fell in love. I do think it's a bit deeper than that because, my eyes meet a lot of women and, well, they kind of just, ugh, so. But other than that, I just, I do believe in it to an extent. Oh, and
Hmm.
what inspired your black hair?
What inspired my black hair?
Yes, aside
Um,
from it being natural.
yeah, I think it's. I haven't dyed it in a while. I think it's like brown, like dark brown, but I'm just all natural.
Oh, there we go. That answers that one. Uh, but it is interesting to think about though, because I remember what is that song? I think it's by Pink. Uh, True Love. No one will ever hurt you like true love, or something like that. And I was really thinking about that, and it's like, huh, that kind of sucks, man, because that means if you do find true love and for whatever reason you break up, you're going to always have that hurt because no one's ever going to be able to fill in that hole or reach that pedestal at the top of the pedestal. And it's like, so do we really want to find true love?
Mm,
I don't know. I don't know. I think I want to be a philandering playboy for life.
yeah,
That's the
okay.
look, like Melvin,
You say
please.
that, but
That look said it all. Like, first of all, Melvin, you don't even go outside. Only, so, but it is something that is interesting though, because nothing will hurt like true love if something just goes wrong for a moment.
hmm.
All right, now on to your thing here, which this is a repeat because I'm an imbecile and I forgot. Um,
I specifically remember because I told the story and you're like, oh, that's so romantic. See, you have lovey dovey stories and I just have weird stuff.
but yes, Emmy and Vic. So this is a woman who fell in love with a homeless man. Very odd. But apparently, where were they? Were they
Yeah,
in?
I think she was traveling to Vienna or something.
No, no, no.
And then,
She was visiting Amsterdam from Vienna.
oh,
And okay, so this is what it says, real quick, guys. Emmy was visiting Amsterdam from Vienna in 2006, seated on a park bench while waiting for a friend. At 6:50 p.m., a dirty, grungy man approached, sat down beside her, and asked for the time. A silly question, she thought, since they were sitting directly in front of a large clock. First impressions are important. But in this case, Emmy looked past this visibly homeless man's pungent odor, dirty fingernails, and hair. Her friend was running late, so Emmy passed the time talking with this strange man with the most beautiful brown eyes I'd ever seen. That's a quote there. and sensed there was something more than met the eye. So, oh, okay. All right, get smart quick. No comment on that. Um, but apparently that was a love at first sight thing. Not only that, but it was seen beyond this filthy homeless guy who would pretty much steal to make a living and drink. So he he wasn't really trying to better his life at that time. And this woman, for whatever reason, somehow she saw someone special. Like, how do you do that? How do you see that in someone?
Yeah, he was very confident when he met her too. He's like, tomorrow, same time, same bench.
Like, man, who does that? Like, you don't have a pot to pee in, and you're like, you here, baby. You know, it's like, darn, dude. All right. Is that how it's done? Like, Neima, is that going to work for you?
God, no.
Oh, you're just, no. I like the story, but no. Well, you never know. I'm reminded of something my mom told me, and this was uh, many moons ago, but it was a guy who was homeless, and he would just, sit around, do his thing or whatever, and she would give him a sandwich or something every now and then and just chat a little bit. Come to find out, the guy wasn't actually homeless. He was a millionaire, and he just like living like a bum.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. And, it's like, what the heck? And yeah, and my mom saw him one time dressed up really nicely, just really good looking, and he waved at her, and that was it. Isn't that some mess?
Mhm.
So you never know, Neema. You get this guy next to you,
Yeah, you never know.
could be a millionaire, but you're like, no, I'm sorry, you stink. Well, there goes your $1 million man.
That's fine.
You're fine. Just smell good. I don't. I
That's
don't
okay.
need you to be rich.
I don't care.
All right, I see how it is.
So empty. Yeah.
Um, so Vic, he eventually cleaned himself up, or tried to as much as he could, because what's her name, Emmy, she had to go back home, and he couldn't stop thinking about her, and it's like, wow, once in a lifetime thing. So he was able to get some money and buy a train ticket, and he went to Vienna, and they got together. They're still married, and they have twins. They Yeah, they have twins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. So, yeah, how awesome is that? Even though this is a repeat, but it's still pretty freaking awesome. How come now is wait, what? What are you talking about, Harley? You confused me. So,
Nothing is happening? What?
I don't know. I don't know what not is, or nout, newt. I don't know. She'll
God, all those.
clarify it. But yeah, I do think that is an awesome little love story, and it's a feel good one. Why hasn't
Yeah,
there been a
that's
movie
cute.
yet? Although,
She
if
should make that a movie. She wrote a book, didn't she?
yeah, she wrote a book. Although, if I'm being realistic, I think the Tariq and Hadil one would make the better movie.
Yeah,
What?
that would make a good movie.
So, but they probably put it on Lifetime or something, and good lord, ugh, ugh, I can't do Lifetime movies or Hallmark movies. Good lord, to everything. Do you ever watch those Hallmark movies?
No.
Don't. Save yourself the trouble. God, they're terrible. Absolutely terrible. God awful. Now you might be saying to yourself, then why did you watch them, Melvin? Well, I had no idea.
Just the one.
It might have been several, but after that, I was done with them. Like, I have a thing for Christmas movies, all right? Okay, so this next one is going to lead into some stuff here. And it's not so much about the article, it's more so about everything that comes after it and surrounding it. And we're opening a can of worms here. So, um, there's a man, his name is Jose Perez, and he married a woman. Uh, what's her name? One second, looking for her name real quick. Bree Morris. There we go. So,
Sorry, there's like 20 motorcycles out my window.
oh, that's fine. So Jose Perez and Bree Morris, they met online, I believe, and they hit it off. Another love at first sight type of thing. Only Jose was in prison when they met and got married. And apparently they're still together, which is cool. Nothing wrong with that. Awesome, Woo! But the fact that they met online while he was in prison, he was serving 16 years. He got out in 2020.
Wait, so how long were they talking before he got out?
Um, I can't remember. Good lord, I don't remember. Hold on, let me find the article real quick. Oh, no,
Sorry,
no,
I would have read it.
that's okay. That is okay. Because he was serving 20 years, I think. Yeah, okay. Yeah, he was 16 when he went into prison, and he was serving a 20-year sentence for, oh,
Damn.
second degree murder. And
Okay.
he changed his life while in prison. He took college courses and all that good stuff. And he signed up on a website, prisontalk.com. More on that later, guys. And
Wow.
and Bream came across them and they hit it off, and they would send each other letters 20, 25 pages long and all that. But now here's the thing. Bree actually didn't know what Jose looked like. She fell in love with him before she saw him, which, that's pretty cool, right? But it says that they were writing back and forth for a year before they met in person in the visiting room in the prison. And it was just instant. A year after that, they got married in 2013. They were both 23 years old. And, well, he wasn't released until 2020. But he's now out and they are still together.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, first of all, could you date someone who is behind bars, not even was behind bars, is behind bars?
No. I don't see myself getting on prison talk or whatever.
And, oh, uh, okay, you can clean my thumb. Thank you. Um, sorry, that was the cat. Um, now could you really? Now could you date someone who was behind bars at one point?
That's a good question. I could, depending on. Yeah, I could.
Depending on the
I'm just gonna
crime.
say yes.
Well, no, I think it should be stipulations here. You know, it's like, do you really want to date someone who killed somebody? I mean, well, they'll
Well,
protect you, I guess. I mean, one way of
it's depending on the crime. Exactly.
like, could you imagine though? Like, like you think you're gonna date this hardcore felon, you're into bad boys. He gets out, and it's like, so what'd you do? I stole some bubble gum. I'm a repeat offender.
Right.
That's that's his crime. Hey, Maeve, welcome. Oh man, that would be something I would go to jail for. Like, I accidentally stole it. I didn't mean it. Don't put me behind bars with the bad man. I don't want to be in a cell with Bubba. But so this article actually led me to some trash TV, and it led to the show called Love After Lockup. This is one of the more wild shows I have ever seen. I watched a few episodes of it, and it's literally about people, not just women, but men and women who are dating folks who are currently in the prison system and after they leave out.
What streaming service is this on? I'm gonna have to look this up.
I don't know. I don't stream mess. I it comes
Um,
on uh what channel was that? We TV or
what's it
Oxygen or
called?
something?
Prison. Oh, Love After.
Love After Lockup.
Love it.
I it's just insane. Absolutely insane. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, this can't be real. No way this is real. But it's been on for 4 or 5 seasons now, maybe longer. And some of these people are really stupid. And I mean really, really stupid. So I'm watching a bit of season one, and this guy, he seems to have his head on his shoulders. He seems intelligent, but he's getting together with this. I mean, she's an attractive woman, very attractive, but
Uh
she's
huh.
a heroin addict.
Okay.
And she has been doing heroin since she was 18. And
How old
she
is she?
said that she never went to rehab. She just went to prison. And it's like, oh, that's going to be trouble. That's going to be trouble. And then oh, my gosh. It was a woman who's Mormon, who's, oh,
Yes, that was on the link you sent.
oh my God. You have to see that episode. So this woman,
She she said the quote. She's like, "I'm Mormon and he's a gangbanger."
yes,
Like what?
oh my,
That's classic.
she, like, oh boy, and boy, is she Mormon. Her friends are Mormon, very, very religious. They had some type of bridal shower, and boy, this dumb heifer. One of her friends is just so stupid. Like, she's unintentionally insulting, and she said to her, because the woman is a black Mormon, which is pretty freaking rare, and this girl said on TV, like, I always wanted a black friend. I needed a black friend, and now I have a black friend. I'm so happy to have one. It's like, aren't you stupid? Why would you say that?
Uh,
And she said some stuff that was just not good. And the woman that they were following, the Mormon, she stormed off and just get my kids. And just and anyway, and oh, and this is how crazy desperate she is. She bought this man a car. You cannot be this desperate to fall in love and just have somebody. You can't be this desperate. No.
What if she's already in love?
She thinks she is, but she isn't.
Yeah.
Uh
So using that mindset, going back to the stories we heard or we read, do you think some of these people are just like
they like
in
the
love? They think they're in love, but they're not?
yeah, I would say some of them think they're in love, but they're not actually in love. They like the idea.
Yeah.
And it's a desperation though, because some of these folks, they're not the most attractive, and when you're not the most attractive, you get desperate. And whether people want to admit it or not, folks who are attractive and they're going to get the attention. Now, every now and then you get this ugly duckling and you're like, how the heck did you end up with this? But for the most part, if you're not moderately attractive or decent or just not butt ugly, you're man, you're gonna have a hard time. All right, like especially if you're a guy, since society, it's weird. Well, modern society's weird, but since society has it, guys make the move. Be the man, be the alpha, make the move. But let's be honest, how many women want a short guy? Neema, would you? You're short to begin with, but would you date a short guy?
I have dated two short guys,
Shorter than
but
you?
yeah,
Oh,
like I'm 5'4", 5'5". I mean, I think both of them, like I think one guy was like maybe an inch shorter. They weren't like too off. It wasn't
okay. So they
how
weren't.
much shorter could you get from, you know? But um yeah, it didn't last long, but still it wasn't because of their height.
Yeah, well,
It's
you
because they're
are a rare one
assholes.
because most women do not like short men. But then on the flip side, most men don't like tall women. So, it's kind of weird how that works. It has to do with the masculine feminine thing. But
Yeah.
for a guy though, if they're short and pudgy and they don't make a lot of money, oh dear. Um,
Did you read that?
yes.
She said sit on him and spin. Wow.
I have so many questions, but I'm just going to continue on. And, you know, it's hard. It's really hard. And then, unfortunately, society, we push an impossible standard as well. Like,
Yeah, I agree with Get Smart. 100%.
yeah, you're just going to ignore Stephanie like
Oh,
this.
I didn't see it yet.
Oh, oh gosh. Yeah, I can agree with that. Get smart. Well, again, I do believe it.
For the Napoleon complex.
I still think it's tougher for a guy at times, but then with the woman though, it's again impossible standards to reach when we look at movies or music videos or something like that. It's like, some girls have lopsided boobies and flat bums and all that stuff, and no hourglass figure. And it's like, how do I live up to this? No guy's going to want me. It's very weird, but it's tough. But anyway, when you're like that, you can't get that desperate and do stupid mess like these people on that Love After Lockup show. I saw some episode when I'm trying to figure out how this happened. This guy is freshly out of prison and he's juggling two women, and they both signed up for the show. That's the crazy thing. They both signed up. They don't know about each other. He does, of course, and he's juggling them.
So, But who had to apply for the show? Was
They
it the
both
guy that was
did.
in prison?
Both women did for the same guy.
What an ass.
Now, it gets even crazier because one of them, he got pregnant,
Uh-huh.
but he doesn't really want to be with her. I'm a man. I need to be free. And it's just bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Um, but they eventually find out about one another. And even though they do, and he chooses the other girl, not the prego one, but the other one, this chick is still trying to get back with him. What the heck? It's insane. Absolutely insane. Like, this is supreme trash TV, and I'm gonna watch a few more episodes.
Yeah,
Normally,
I can't wait to watch it.
normally I can't stand reality shows, but this one is just so stupid and trashy. I have to see it. The only other show that I do that with is Maury. Uh, Angie loves Maury because they don't get Maury in Slovakia. So every now and then we will watch a few episodes together, and she would just crack up. She was really good at figuring out if someone was the father or not. I think she's batting 900 in that. But that's like the only other trashy show that I'll watch. But this Love After Lockup, wow. So, anyone in chat, would anyone in chat date a prisoner while someone is still behind bars? Would you sign up for that website or whatever and date a prisoner? Maeve just straight up said, nope, forget that. That's not happening. You know, I'm going to be totally honest. I'm going to be, oh, hello, Ice Cold. Um, if she's hot enough and she's not a murderer or a thief and she's like a drunkard or something, maybe. Maybe. That's my stipulation. Yeah, you could be an alcoholic. Just, don't be a killer or a thief. It depends on what they're in for. Yeah. Yeah, supermodels are tall, but I'm not really
Yeah,
attracted.
what if it's that girl who like got kidnapped and then she ended up killing the guy that she got kidnapped by?
Well, she
It's
shouldn't be
like,
in jail.
well,
Like,
they put her in jail and like charged her for murder. Like, what about that girl?
well, again, she shouldn't be in jail, but I would actually avoid her because she has trauma. And if, I could look at her the wrong way and the PTSD kicks in and, she's
Wait,
having a NAM flashback or something. So,
what if she does the time that she's serving in jail? What if she goes to therapy the whole time?
no, that's no guarantee. I can't take that chance. No. Because, one day I'd come home and my cat is missing. It's like, I made a new type of stew, honey. It's like, oh no. But yeah, supermodels are tall, but I'm not attracted to supermodels. They're way, 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 way too skinny. I would not date a female rapist. Oh Lord. Let's not go there. That can cause issues. But no, I would not at all. No. No. But that's the cool thing, though. We all have our attractions. You know what? I don't think I've ever asked you this, but what are you attracted to in a guy? Everyone take notes. Or a girl.
People,
I don't know which way you go. Maybe both. I don't know. What are you attracted to?
I don't know. People always ask me that, and honestly, like it kind of goes into what Get Smart was. It's like I can overlook a lot of things if I'm more attracted to like a person's intelligence and personality.
Okay.
I don't have like an archetype of like, oh, this guy needs to look like this and dress like this, and I just don't do that.
I have come to discover that I do have a type, um, and I don't know how it happened. And it's not necessarily that I go out and it's like, oh yeah, okay, this is my type. Forget you. It's nothing like that. But I find myself gravitating towards the same type of uh, physical woman, and even to a certain degree mental. It's like, huh, that's weird, and I don't know how that happened. Hello, Doug. Welcome. Yeah, so it's very odd, but like I tend to, I always joke around. Everyone knows, like, oh yeah, just give me a redhead with a nice bum. I am attracted to redheads, but however, in all seriousness, I tend to be more attracted to, or at least gravitate more so towards petite chicks, uh, with dark hair and a tan. So it's very odd. I don't know how that started, but yeah, it's odd. So yeah, a little mocha with vanilla. Ooh, I like that. I'm gonna steal that. Well, how can I steal for myself? I said it. Okay, so let's go to this next article here, and we did speak about this one before, and it's just so weird. Why not talk about it again? And this is going to bring up quite a few things. This is where we're going to go into the weird fetishes. And this one just so happens to be necrophilia. And Carl Tanzler, he's from Florida, so appropriate. And I need a what? What is that? Wait a sec. What is that? I'm sorry. I just saw what Stephanie said. What's a rena? Oh, hello, Dragon Dancer. Yes, you did come in at the wrong time. And no, I don't like Rihanna. I am not a fan of hers, and I'm not attracted to her. And she has a very big forehead. Like, I mean, this probably has its own gravitational pull. Just, get sucked in that sucker. Anyway, I shouldn't say this. Oh no. Oh well, it's out there now. But yeah, so Carl Tanzler, he fell in love with a patient he was treating for tuberculosis, and he did his darndest to keep her alive. The woman is named, um, what was her name? Gosh darn it, I can't find her name. What is her name? You see, this is why I like taking notes in here and not on the computer. What's her
I thought it
name?
was Maria,
Maria?
but who
Maria.
knows?
Okay, thank
Call
you.
her Maria.
All right, so okay, the horn. Okay, the great horn has spoke, and he fell in love with her, and he was doing whatever he could do to save her and everything. But eventually, she did pass away. But he was just so obsessed with Maria, who she was a Cuban American, that he said that him seeing her was a dream come true, even though she had tuberculosis. Um, when she passed away, he got her body.
Stole it out of the crypt.
Yeah, he stole her body, took it home with him, and he was living with the corpse for years, over 7 years. And he would use like perfumes and a few other things to keep her as fresh as possible. And yes, he was sleeping with her. Like,
What? It
that
didn't
type of
say that in the
sleeping.
article.
Well, you didn't. I read multiple articles, but
Okay.
he was sleeping with her, And eventually he was found out and arrested, but he was released. And the reason why he was released is because the statutes of limitations. So he got away with it. And it's kind of weird, man. Like, how do you fall in love with that? A corpse? Or, well, she was living and then she passed away and he wanted her that badly. Is that love or is that just crazy?
That's crazy.
Yeah. Uh, so you wouldn't, like, this is a terrible thing to ask.
I just feel like he's like, that's just, I don't know, like a very unhealthy way to grieve. Like, I feel like you would see that on a show on how to get like past your grieving stage. Because there's people who like, I watched this show where this girl would wear the clothes that her dad was killed in or something.
Oh.
And it was like a mental illness, and the therapist was trying to help her get past it. But I feel like it's the same thing. It's like you're not grieving accurately.
Mm-hmm.
You're like preventing yourself from grieving. I don't know.
So if you pass away and the doctor who was treating you somehow fell in love with you, would you be upset that he would take your corpse?
Of course. I mean, I don't, what am I going to do though?
I mean, you can come back as a ghost, although he might like that. It's like, yeah, baby, come on, let's go to sleep, sweetheart. It's okay. I got one of those. I was getting ready to say something very terrible, but I caught myself. But yes, I wouldn't care. I'm dead. Oh, Stephanie. Oh, you're taking it to a whole nother level. But
Wow.
But yeah, it's some weird fetishes out there, some weird things that are out there. And that one, I don't know, man. I mean, I wouldn't care if I'm dead, but if I'm living and that's my relative,
Right.
then we have an issue.
It reminds me of Kill Bill when she's in a coma. Do you know that part? And they and
I
they just basically pip out her body.
I never watched those films.
Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, because you're basically, oh no.
I will have to look up that part specifically because I never watched. I don't like Quentin Tarantino. Well, yeah, no,
Wow.
I don't like him. The
you?
only movies from him I will watch is the very first part of Pulp Fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Every now and then, Jackie Brown, and From Dusk Till Dawn. Although I think that was Rodriguez and not Tarantino, so he's even out for that. I'm pretty sure it's another one that I watch. But yeah, I'm not a fan of his for many reasons that I won't get into. Don't boo me. I have my reasons. Boo you! Okay, so moving on to another fetish, and this is going to lead to something that I didn't even know was a thing, but Sal 9000 and a name that I can't pronounce, so Neima, you say it.
Wait, what's that?
Sal 9000 and a name I can't pronounce.
Oh, Nini or something, isn't it?
Yes, that's part of it. Actually, I think it would be Nene or Nene.
Oh, Nene.
Since it's Japanese. Nene. All right, I'll try to do it right. Nene Gasaki. There we go. Someone's just called me racist. I can feel it. But so Sal 9000 is a guy who fell in love with Nene Anagasaki. And not only did they fall in love, but they got married. There's only one problem. Oh, you got a compliment there. Look like Rose McGowan.
Oh. Thank you.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking too when he said Nene. I couldn't put the words to it, but yeah, do the Nene. that song.
I don't know what that is, but okay. Um, so
Watch Me, Nene. Yes. Okay.
I still don't know what that is, but all right. Um, so yeah, they got married. He was married in front of his friends and family and all that. Really cool. Only to find out I'm not putting it on. I don't know what it is. I'm not doing that. Only to find out that Nene is not a real girl per se. She is an AI, or not even an AI. She's a video game character. She is from. Give me a second here. I got the name of the game here. Or no, I don't. What the heck? Why is this all jumbled up? Oh, here it is. She's from the game called Love Plus, and it has voice recognition software that allows her to have a conversation with Sal 9000. What? So, as you can guess, the marriage is not legal or binding, but he married a video game character. And they
He said he's
play.
going to be loyal. He's not even going to cheat on her with the update.
What? I mean, they play rock, paper, scissors together. I mean, what? How? What? How? What happens in your life where you just give up and it's like, all right, this is my girl, this video game character. I'm hooking up with you. You're my woman. Let's do this. What went so terribly wrong, or maybe terribly right? Neima, your take. Go.
I don't know. I think it's cool.
You think it's cool? Really? Would you?
I mean, whatever,
It's weird.
It's better than a corpse.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yes.
Valid.
At least a corpse is physical. You could touch it. You could do something. Whereas the game character, you put a magnet to her and she's dead. Like
What? Then you just get a new Tamagotchi, whatever.
Tamagotchi. No, you can't. It's not the same.
It's not.
No.
Oh.
I don't think it is. I don't know. I'm not a freak, so I don't know this stuff. But after reading this, I looked more into this type of fetish, and it turns out it's a real thing called a fictosexual. Do you know what a fictosexual is?
I mean, it's people who date internet
Essentially, it's people who fall in love with fictional characters, usually animated or video games. And at first, I was laughing at this because I was like, no way this is real. But through the power of the interwebs, I was on Reddit and I came across a real live fictosexual who is in love with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Leonardo.
No way.
She's German and she's legit in love with him.
Are we getting her on the show?
I don't think she would come on. And
she's on Reddit.
Yeah, but she doesn't show her face. Her identity is,
Oh, she doesn't have to show her face.
Yeah, well,
we could do that like voice where it's like, morphed into something else.
Make her sound like Jigsaw or something. I'd like to play a game. but yeah, it's a real thing. And yeah, so I was actually speaking to someone who was in love with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. And I don't know. I'm blown away by it because I didn't know this was a thing, and they're trying to become more and more accepted, which is like, what is happening? I liked it better when I just lived in my cave and knew nothing because this is weird, man. Just very
Mm,
weird. But
mm.
yet again, it got me thinking about some stuff. And this is the part that I didn't tell you about that we're going to get into. I came across a list of 10 weird sexual fetishes, and I'm going to share some with you.
You just randomly came across that? That's crazy.
No, I said that I dug deeper into it because I was just curious and I came across. Anyway, so I have my list here.
Only 10?
Uh,
Okay, sorry.
I have my list here, and here we go. Ursusagal, good lord, Ursagalmatophilia,
Definition?
a sexual attraction to teddy bears.
Wow.
I take it
Okay.
you don't have that one.
No.
Okay, well you never know. Uh, Dendrophilia.
What is it?
It is a sexual condition where you develop sexual attraction to trees.
Okay.
Now, they made this clear though. They said that it doesn't mean that you get freaky with the tree, but you enjoy getting freaky next to the tree.
Oh.
Yeah, so you're not yeah, you're not really doing any morning wood. That's a good one. You're not really doing anything with the tree. Um so this one people probably know from a couple of things actually. We've seen this in movies. Agalmatophilia. Anything? Nope. Okay. Well, agalmatophilia is a sexual arousal seeing statues and mannequins. They believe that this is due to the perfect body shape and they won't run away if you get freaky with them.
Huh.
And I'll give you one more. Podophilia. Take a guess on that one. Just a wild guess. Don't look it up. Just take a guess.
What is it? Podophilia?
Podophilia.
An obsession with pot.
No, not quite. It's
Sex
just,
with pot.
it's an obsession with the feet because I like the feet and the toes. Ah. Can I see your feet? When will you let Bob see the feet? I die to see the feet. But yes, it is an attraction to feet and toes, which is just again very weird. But so yeah, that's a couple of weird ones that I don't get. I mean, the foot fetish thing is huge, like Stephanie said, but it's weird. I don't get it. But the fictosexual thing got me thinking. It really got me thinking. And it's like, do I have an attraction to an animated fictional character? And the answer kinda is yes, but then no. It's a yes and a no. Because here's the thing. Oh, I'm not that crazy. Don't worry. Don't give me that look like, oh my gosh, he's finally snapped. It's happened. No, we're not at that point. But I do like Princess Jasmine. a lot of times people would say, well, you like Ariel because of the redheads, but no, it's Jasmine. That's who I like. I
Hmm.
like Jasmine. And
Yeah, she's tan. You said dark skin.
she's yeah, she has the mocha, she has dark hair, long dark hair, and she's petite. She's the shortest Disney princess, standing at 5'1". I
Oh, I
know this
really never
because
noticed that.
yeah, I know this because Aladdin is my favorite Disney movie, and I know too many obscure facts about it. But
Okay, that explains it.
yeah, so that's why I relate to Aladdin. So it's like, man, huh? Maybe that's why I like. Oh my gosh, did we just have a breakthrough here? Wait a second. Is this?
Yeah, you're seeing Jasmine and all these other girls.
Oh dear gosh, I'm crazy. Um, so so just for fun, like what cartoon character, anime character, whatever, and chat, please involve yourselves in this. Who do you think is handsome or cute or whatever for a cartoon character? I'm curious what you will say. I feel like moths were flying in your head for a moment. Like, huh?
I'm like trying to think.
The Major from Ghost in the Shell, Maeve. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, Bugs Bunny for Stephanie. All right, well, you go, girl. Oh, no one is attractive there. Okay. Um, I don't know. I can kind of see you. I in a weird way, I could see Gaston only because he's just so out there. But I don't see it lasting because he's a prick. Oh, you're like, no, not Gaston. And then you might be thinking, who the heck is Gaston?
What is he from? Is he from?
Beauty and the Beast. He's
Okay.
yeah, he was trying to get with Belle, and yeah, you're like, no, no, but it
I
is
probably
Gaston.
like who's the prince in Cinderella? Probably.
I don't know his name. That's actually I don't think I ever.
I can't really picture the face, but
We'll just go with the prince from Cinderella. That works. That works. But yeah, I was thinking about that, and let's see. When I was a kid, Jessica, I knew somebody was going to say Jessica Rabbit.
Sailor Moon. Yeah.
Sailor Moon. Okay, I could see Sailor Moon, but I knew Jessica Rabbit was coming. But you see, Jessica Rabbit, man, I can't trust a woman who can get her hips moving that good, and I mean, any chick that does something with the rabbit, a little, you're not all there. But yeah, so that's interesting. Jessica Rabbit and the prince from um whatever, Cinderella. I never watched any such cartoons when I was a kid, Stephanie. I don't know. No, 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 no. Good Lord, no. What were you doing? Gosh. Okay, so let's move on to the next thing here. And I didn't realize we were going for so long because, I like to make this about an hour, 15 minutes. So we'll go to the final thing here. And I put this on here because, well, it's just weird and interesting and odd. But Stephanie Faye Cohen, she claims to be a psychic. And not only that, she claims to have had, and this is an exact quote, out of this world orgasms with octopus men and cat people. Your take, Neima.
I mean, good for her.
Have a good one, Doug.
Um, yeah, I mean, Whatever.
What? So,
Like, good for her. I just, I'm kind of worried.
so Stephanie claims that aliens would sneak into her room while she sleeps, and they would have their way with her, and she enjoyed it. Apparently, it
Out of this world orgasms.
out of this world, quite literally out of this world. And she said that her group, she called them Team Spirit, they would have a UFO, and they would go off planets within the solar system, but also beyond. And she said that we would go in mind. It happens when my physical body is asleep, but my spiritual body travels. She was asked if it could be a dream. Uh, Stephanie responded, "A dream is a friendly way of letting you know what you've been doing without scaring you. That's what they are. Because otherwise, people would be afraid if they were face to face with an alien." She's not wrong to a
Mm-hmm.
degree. She's not wrong, but in this case, I don't know. Octopus? Hmm. I mean, I suppose all the tentacles get everywhere. That's a terrible image. Oh, I wish I didn't say that now. Oh, it sucks being a visual person, and oh, ooh, oh. Was it slimy? Like, oh my gosh. Could you imagine? Oh my god. Like, just slimy tentacles just all over you. What does that remind me of? A little bit of Men in Black, and it reminds me of Galaxy Quest. That's what it is. Oh, so no alien love for you.
Mm-mm.
You're just over it. Like, no, Melvin, no. I don't know. I think it's interesting though, because it's one of those things where we can't necessarily say it's not true, but we can also say, this is a dream. It's all in your head. It honestly can go both ways. It could be a very intense dream, so it's real to her, but yet it's not real.
Yeah. And then the article went on to say that, you know, the person asked, "Oh, is there any aliens with us right now?" And she's like, "Yeah, my grandma's over there knitting in the corner."
Yeah. Well,
And then they're like, "Oh, well, what's in my briefcase if you're psychic?" And then the aliens couldn't figure out what was in the briefcase.
yeah. Well, chances are, it's in her head, but it's
Yeah,
still true to her. And it is
right.
interesting though, because moving on and being a bit more serious, I have spoken to people who have claimed to have had relations with aliens. Uh, Oddly enough, more down to earth than her experiences, and they did whatever they needed to do and took some eggs or some sperm, and that was it. And it's interesting though, because what if they do visit? What if an alien does fall in love with someone, and you create that bond or whatever, but you can't be together, and then you get your memory wiped, and you have that longing for them. Gosh, that would be so sad.
Sounds awful.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And the worst part is you'd never know. You would never know. Ooh. So to wrap up, I'm gonna I'm going to present you with some choices, Neema. So you have to pick one. Well, you don't actually have to pick one, but I would like it if you would pick one.
Okay.
You have your choice of a tentacle alien lover, You
That's in
have
my dreams, right?
yeah, in your dreams, sure. Um, you have your choice of a bum, but the problem is he's been a bum for so long, the smell will never go away. You have your choice of someone from prison, and
No,
finally,
I want the Tamagotchi thing.
yeah, I was gonna say you have your choice.
Love
You
plus.
have your choice of the love plus thing, but you can never physically be with them.
Love plus 100%.
100. What if the batteries die and they can't be replaced?
Then I'll be heartbroken forever.
So yeah, there we have it, guys. We're gonna end it there. Did you have fun, Nima?
I did.
Yay! I hope you guys in chat had fun and enjoyed. Uh, love plus. That's what you picked. So I have nothing planned for next month as of right now. However, in April, and I'm putting this on record, Niema said that she is down to do a ladies' night.
Yeah.
Subject to change, because that was a week, yeah.
I want no. I want to do ladies' night, and I want to discuss dark femininity. Femininity. Blah.
Dark femininity.
Yeah.
Huh. Now that's going to be interesting. Okay, so
Hmm.
I will not be a part of that. I'll just be in the man corner, you know. But but yeah, so look forward to that in April, March. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll figure something out. And thank you guys for being here with us. You know, I enjoy doing the love shows because they're just wacky and all over the place. And you know, I think we all need a little lightheartedness. Niema, where can people find you though?
Mystic Dealer on Instagram, and that's it right now.
Well, those links are in the description.
Existence.
Links are in the description. They'll take you somewhere.
Drugs.
Yeah, you forgot your own links, your own sites and everything. Good lord, you've been gone a while, haven't you? You're rusty. But seriously though, thank you guys for being here. We really, really appreciate it. And don't forget to follow Unexplained Possibilities on Facebook, Twitter, Reddit, and Instagram. Those links are in the description below, along with Niema's socials. They are in the description below. And with that said, remember, guys, there are things that go bump in the night. Hopefully, it's not a tentacle monster telling you hi. Bye, everybody.